going live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome.
Hi, everybody.
So we've got Jen over there and we've got Dawn Marie down there. Dawn Marie is going to show us her overachievement of making 2 journals from this tutorial, from this Make Along With Us session. So we're going to put you on, Dawn, first, and then we're going to kick her off stage and we're going to get back to decorating ours because we haven't
finishing
finished.
Theirs. Yeah, they need to finish.
We're too slow.
I'll just say hello to Mo the Fabulous. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Mo.
Hey, Mo. Hi, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
T. Hi, T. Hi, awesome.
Happy place
All right.
is best, right? Right? Did I get
Correct.
it right? Yeah,
Got it right.
I got somebody right. Hi, Beth. And not afraid of color. I can't remember who that is.
That's T. That's Tracy.
Tracy, I get. Oh, that's right. Yes, I get the notifications. I just never am able to go to the lives.
All righty.
So,
Go ahead.
okay, so Billy just stuck her nose in because she needs to be up in my lap while I'm doing this. Are you happy now, Billy? So this is just a piece of cardboard that I roughed up to make the cover. I did put some coffee dyed fabric in and around just to make it look really old, and it's called Public House. And then if you look here, it's called Founders, because actually it's like founders of the railroad and founders of big business here in the United States. And I know, so you guys can see, stop. So you guys can see it past the high, you know, the talk. So one of the things I did in here is that I found this thing in a book is Men Who Made the Railroad. And so I used that as the front page of each one of my signatures. So each signature just has a bunch of paper that I've done in it, a little tiny thing here, Abigail, stop. Sorry, they think that they need to be up here too. There's a little, so in each one of my signatures, there's a little thing in here too about like what was going on in the early, like this is 1934. Abigail, sorry about that, everybody. She needs to be up too.
She's the boss.
Yes, this is 2 of them.
I see the tails.
Yeah. So this paper right here was from that I got it from somebody for free because they were cleaning out their relative's house, and they had all this paper right here.
Hi, Patty.
So I did. That was fun. I got all that. So there's a signature in the front of each one. The first page is always that story about men who made the railroad. Back page is something from a math journal with something on it. Okay, this was the first page that we did, and I've made a little clock that goes around like that. You can move the things, and then this was in the pocket that we made.
Oh, cool. Aunt Catherine, who is Auntie Caffeine Craft, says she found a journal. That your journal reminds me of a book she found in the thrift store once from San Francisco earthquake, and it was written just weeks after the event. There you go.
Oh,
Cool. So then I just have a bunch of little things in here. This is just a tag that I had found, and I put that on the back. This is a belly band. I don't have anything in it yet. This is a tag that I made and put all the like the end of stuff, the end of the stuff that I found. And I have gentlemen in here because this is a gentleman's journal. Just fun throw-ins.
Cool. Just trying to help you turn the page.
Yeah, they are. So this was the one that was the opening, and I did it out of brown paper bags. And this flips up. There is a pocket in here that I need to find something small to go in. There's a pocket.
And Juta's late uncle was with the railway.
Cool.
That's cool.
That's cute.
And there's a little tag in here that I found that I just put all two little pieces together. And in here, there's a tag also. And this one is of Andrew Carnegie, who was a big railroad man or did the oil or whatever. So this one right here is, remember we flipped up, it had the top and the bottom. You can see the bottom here. I did 2 belly bands.
Yep.
2 belly bands. So this one goes in one, and then this goes in the one behind it. And the same with the top. And that is actually wire. It's copper wire stuff. And then on the inside, I put a little tiny booklet that just has a couple pages in it. I really didn't put anything on it, but I did put a stencil on top of bricks going the opposite direction, and it looks sort of cool. And this one is doubled too, so if I wanted to put something else in, I could. So this
it is, Tracy, that is Chihuahua feet trying to help.
I like the screw brad that you've used for that closure.
Oh, thank you.
Very cool.
This one is actually off of a toilet. The one that I'm coming to. So this, I can't remember what you did here, but I started playing with things and I did something a little different. This is a little pin that I made out of ground pins. You put the
oh yeah, stakes,
the cloth on.
Yep.
And they were all rusted, so I pulled them out. So what I did here is that I just took all of the I have so much of this mathematical paper. And then what I did is I flipped them. So like here, there's a little thing that you can write on. And then here is a long one. And you just go through like this. And I put little tabs so you can find yourself. This is a belly band. This has got different levels of things on it. And it just goes through and you just have little small things in it. That is
that looks really cool, made out of a book page though. I like that.
Yeah. I wish I had done it out of something sturdier because it's a little you know, it's a little flimsy. So this right here, I made a dance card book from a place in Paris, a private dance hall that this guy got the girls' hair. And then underneath here, there are private notes to each other, Frank and Catherine. He promised to take her to the United States and she gave him a lock of her hair. Just because
very cute little story.
He was a tycoon who, you know, and then on the last page is this guy, and this is his actual signature. It's the book that I got. They have all the original signatures on their pictures. So I figured he looked like he could be a, you know.
It is Patty, yes. It's a very nice book.
And then on the inside of this one, because you haven't talked about it yet, I did a little folder here. And
because I forgot about it.
There's just a little notebook on the inside of each one of these. Nothing, you know, too special, but I did put a number on it so that you knew which ones were there.
It wasn't until I pulled that one that we made completely pullable outable that I remembered that we had pockets in all the pages that we needed to fill. So
so then this one was a lift up one, and this is collector of life's observations. I have a pocket here, which is from an old oh
my gosh, we used those. Not that long ago at work.
And then there's a pocket down here with a little thing on it.
You know who would really love this journal?
Who?
Casey.
I know. Where is he? And then I made it a man's journal. And then up on the top here, I put a triple belly band. And I put these, they're all locked together, but they each go through a different hole in the top. I know it's hard to see and it's hard to put them back, but yeah, that's. And I put a Brad in there. I'm just going to put it here. He'll get back. And then this is the second one, the men who made the first engines, and then the signature.
You just need to push your book up a little bit, Dawn Marie.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
That's better.
The men who made the first engines is my next signature. And then my third signature is the first engines and the first railway. So we've got pictures of that in here.
Hi, Tammy. Welcome.
And then this is the next section that we had to do. And this one is just a little pull out. I made like a frame on the front.
Hi, Lizanne. Welcome.
Everybody's getting here. Yay.
And then there's another gentleman on the other side of it. And both of these can lift up and you can write under them. Things were starting to get thick, so I didn't want to put too much more. Okay, this is biographical. I found, and then it's got a little opening, and I just left the pages plain so somebody could write in it. This is my own paper that I did with roses that a neighbor had, and this is from an old ledger. And you can lift up and write there. And then inside here, Abby's helping. There's
that's a cool idea, Josh. Yes.
Is just a little.
She's going to make, if she makes one of the vacant occupied washroom closures on it. There you go.
Oh yeah. And then just just simple, but these were from Timmy.
Hi, Carrie.
Timmy stencils. And then
I like the way you cut the arch out and used that as the opening of that.
Oh, thank you. I whenever I saw that arch, I knew I was going to have to do that. It was one of those things that immediately I saw and I was like, I have to do it that way.
Very cool.
This one is just a tag that I made out of random things.
So for those just coming in now, Jenn is here. We're just hiding at the moment because Dawn Marie has made 2 journals from this tutorial make along. So we thought we'd throw her in at the start to show us her journals before we got back to our slow ass making. Okay.
I have a bunch of tags and stuff that are drying. That will one will go in here, but this is that one that just sticks in the inside. And then I didn't put very many lady things in it, but I have them sort of in hidden places. So if they wanted to look at their lady, they could. And this is actually a 3-pocket thing. And I found this cute little, here lies the most beautiful lady, light of step and heart was she. And it was an epitaph. And so I just stuck it in here. And then those are pockets so we can put stuff in them. And
this is in true Dawn Marie form.
Yep. This is the inside one that I did for that one. It's the same as the other one. It's just got the different stuff in it. But what I really liked is that I made it look like there are 3 buildings here when it was all just part of one.
Very cool.
Just me being weird. And then, so this is that one. Remember, they made the special closure. Well, I used a huge key chain thing, and I made it like this, and it goes through the keychain. But when it opens up, this is all one picture, and then it opens up into little
writing areas and stuff.
Little writing areas again, so that you can see that. And then this flips up, and there's cute little gentleman again. So that's that. And then the last signature has half a century of American locomotives.
It is awesome, Susan. Yes.
And this is a belly band to put something in. So I got this envelope in the mail the other day, and I was like, no, don't throw it out because it's got such a big, huge picture in it. So I was like, it's got to go in the back of my journal. So what I did is that I put it in the back of the journal as a swing page. And then this is A.C. Fuller. And this is all about A.C. Arthur Fuller. And he had a really interesting life. He went to MIT. He did a lot of stuff that you would be surprised of doing. So this is the only one that has a bio in it. I thought
Susan wants to know where you got all the photos from.
From a ginormous tome of influential men in Pennsylvania from 1900 to 1920. And each page for them, I don't have it here, each page that had a gentleman on it didn't have anything on the back. So you could pull it, and each one of them in it, actually, like I took my magnifying glass, all of their signatures are actual signatures and not printed on. So there was when I found a book with a ton of men in it, I picked it up because you don't find very many, they're printed on, but still you don't see it very often. And then this is the back, all grunged up. I made my own rust paste. And you can see some of that there. So this is the men's journal. I also made a women's journal because I thought, you might as well make a women's journal to go along with the men's journal. And what this is out of is that this is actually out of, I went through and took all of my stencils out of the packages, and this is the packaging from all my stencils.
Well, I'm anyway making one journal because it's gender neutral.
Okay, well, mine's boy girl. Okay, so I did sew them into a piece of the lace because I wanted to use lace in both of them, but I couldn't find using lace in the men's one. I just couldn't do it. There is a pin that goes here. Here it is. There's the pin that goes there and closes the book by pinning the two edges together. So it's a real basic book. There's just all kinds of pages in it with little things on them. I'm just going to show you that I've just added little things on them. So it really is a writing journal. So this signature is one signature, and it's sewn in. And then here's another signature sewn in. And like I used some old nails on this piece. Here's a piece of rusty wire that I've just glued onto the, used as like a clip and glued onto it. I've used a lot of tape in this one. I've used a lot of rust stuff in this one. And I've used a lot of washi tape because I had all these lines because I was really hodgepodging these things together. This is all of my handmade paper or hand-done paper. And they're all different sizes. That's the other thing I wanted to make sure is that they're all different sizes. And I love this one because there actually was a seam down here. And I just filled it with the remnants of a stamp that I had done on teal tissue paper. And I just feel like it really went. I don't know. That's like one of my favorite things. Silly. So as you can see, it's just basic signatures with basic paper inside that I've done something to. If there was a stitch in it or something, I tried to seam it up with a scrap of paper or something to that effect. Here I have like a little pocket. Some of them I still have to put some pockets in, but this is my basic female journal to go along with the men's journal. And there's even this tiny little signature in here. But they all have the same amount of pages, and I just was using up scraps and things that I had around the house. And
it is, yeah. It just says it looks like the old autograph books we used to have.
It does. It does. Yeah, each signature looks like that. But this is one of my favorites too. I loved this picture, by the way, Diane. So I wanted to be able to see a big part of it, but it didn't quite fit all on the front page. So I did it so there's some in the back and some in the front, and I thought that was sort of cool.
That was one of my favorites out of Diane's kit as well.
Yeah.
So we were talking about it. I brought it up.
Yeah. So that's the female version of the male one, and I don't think I'm going to put anything on the front because I think it's got enough design with the buttons here and this pin. I still have a couple things to do in this one, and I have to put more things in the men's one that are drying because I did them today.
Awesome.
That's what I completed.
They're beautiful. I love it.
Great.
Thank you.
What a great job. Thank you very much for sharing.
And I'll read the comments, and thank you everybody who made a comment. I'll read them in a little bit. Okay, now get to work, ladies.
All right.
I'm working. I was working while you were talking on purpose. You know, because I'm slow as snail snot.
Did I remove it completely? Hang on.
Yeah. Whoops.
Right, Dawn. Sorry. I'm going to work out how to get rid of the picture but leave her in the background. How do I do that? No, come back.
She probably didn't realize. Did you chatter? Do you want me to chatter?
Oh, I've got her now.
Okay.
Not good at this technical stuff. Come back. So, okay, don't remove from stage. Just got to figure out how to remove her from... I didn't mean to remove you completely. I just don't know how to just push you off to the side so you're in the background. How do I do that?
Oh, I was in the background, and then it all of a sudden clicked off.
Yeah, because you would be removing from stage to put her in backstage. So what if... I think if the camera goes... If you turn your camera off, DM, does it only leave the two of us up? And leave? I think it does. Like, it leaves you in the background. Or does it leave a placeholder? That's the part I can't remember.
I think really she just needs to put me behind the scenes. I think there's a clicker that says, or a little thing.
All it says is edit name, edit mic, kick from studio, and we don't want to do that. And the other one is remove from stage, solo layout, mute, edit mic settings.
Remove from stage, I think is what it is.
I think that shoves you backstage. You won't be able to talk.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't have to talk.
No, we won't see you or hear you then.
Well, okay.
I don't.
Typing.
Dawn needs to hide her camera. Hide your camera, Dawn. There you go. You need to hide your camera in your settings. All right, let's get on with making some tags and stuff for this journal.
But it just leaves a big black mark.
Well, somebody can say, hey, I want to see that closer if they want a close-up. We have a guest today, you know. Unless you want to try to figure it out.
No, I think I'm just going to have to boot you out. I don't understand.
That's okay. I'll go downstairs and sit in the comfortable couch instead of sitting up here in the heat in my studio.
Somebody needs to walk me through how to do that. Have someone in the background without having them on the screen. I'm still learning.
Yeah, for anybody who wants the physical kit of my stuff, just send me a message here. The Etsy store charges a little bit more, so you'll save a little money that way. Okay, so I'm working on the closure for this page because I didn't make closures the way Diane did. I had to be inventive, I guess.
I'm just
Diane had all
trying
this cool hardware.
Yeah, I collect lots of bits.
I have
over the years.
mismatched hardware. I have some hardware, just don't know where it is, and it's not in this room, so it's not going in the journal.
Just need to find some bits to make some tags with. Might do some collage tags. That would be cool.
Yeah, I got lots of small bits to collage as well.
Yes, you can bug us anytime, Dawn Marie. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful journals with us. Overachiever. There's a tag I made earlier.
Gee, this is awfully fiddly.
FiddlyBits.
I don't remember who it was I heard use that the first time when they were talking about something that's like tedious or, you know, whatever. And it just kind of stuck. And then I wanted to name our shop, my mom's and mine, my shop FiddlyBits at first, but it was too close to another shop name. And I was like, no, I don't want it to be confused. And there might have been already taken. I can't remember.
Okay.
So I just put our names in it instead. And that was, I knew that it would probably be okay that way, because who's going to think of the same arrangement of Jenn and Katie in the name? That's kind of where our name came from.
It's like when you try to get a new password or email address, it's like already taken. How can that already be taken? That's my name. All right, this is just about enough stuff, I think. Should be able to make a few cool stamps from this. I mean, tags. All right.
I'm great at FiddlyBits. Punt, make a field goal. Brenda. She handles FiddlyBits by punting them.
I want some big tags, but I think they're too big. All right.
This is what happens when I don't use my fabric fix very often, is that it gets kind of gelatinous in the tip.
Let's get rid of the book for a moment and make some tags.
Hi, Lydia. And hi to everybody who came in while Dawn Marie was showing her journal. I just didn't want to do too much talking. Diane took care of you.
Diane, is your channel on 8.1 correct? What does that mean on 8.1? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Pam, Diane, is your channel on 8.1 correct? I don't know what that means. Sorry. Hi, Brenda.
Single strand of nerves, Brenda. You will be a guest on my channel on August 1.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so in Australia, we put day, month, year, which is like, you know, that's normal. In America, they put month, day, year, which is bizarre to us. But anyway.
Going out. Go to Bunnings.
Okay.
Actually, we deal with it multiple ways because it really just depends on what system you're using. But yeah, people are talking about it. It's month, day, and year.
So yes, I will be a guest on Ginger Cat Lady's channel, where apparently there are lots of questions because I'm questionable. Okay.
All right, I got the closure done for this one. I don't know if you can see it. It's like super. Let's bring you down here and see if you can see it there.
So if I make these
old rusty square nail, and gear and some wire.
9 inches.
Ta-da.
If I make them 9 inches, where's my book? Oh.
Don't need to see my lap.
That's okay. It's fine. All right, 9 inches is a good size. All right.
I guess that's probably true. I'm gonna shut up now because that's just.
You weren't going to shut up. You were going to say something. We know.
I like that.
Oh, I'm going to make some 9-inch tags, and these offcuts will make a good little journaling card. So that's good.
9-inch nails.
9-inch nails. Hi, Leonor. Or as Juju would say, Leonor.
Lenore. Hello. Right, I'm gonna have to just bite the bullet and put this signature in somehow or other. I think I want to put some fabric.
Was Jenn going to take over Angie's job tonight?
Who's Angie? Wait, what? Wait, what?
Huh?
What job? I'm confused.
I'm confused. Oh, Angie said something quite rude and out of character in a live the other night. She's usually quite quiet about innuendo.
Oh,
she came out with this really. Sent us all into a tailspin.
I prefer to cause trouble in chat more so than online because it's more fun for everybody if I do it in chat.
Okay. I moved my spinny thing of muchness over to behind me because I got a new stamping holder on my right, and I keep reaching for the stuff in my spinny thing of muchness, and it's not there.
Oh my gosh, it's not just hairy, it's staticky. Get off me. Okay.
Not on you. What?
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't you. It was this staticky, plastic fabric, basically.
I must be missing comments. I can't find some of the comments that do.
Are you on top chat?
I'm in StreamYard chats, which is usually.
Oh, I wonder if it's. There. Inappropriate or hilarious?
With a 13-year-old boy's sense of humor, inappropriate is hilarious. So
I suppose sometimes it is, isn't it?
I was going through all my stamps last night trying to find a certain stamp that I could not find anywhere, and I found. Now I've lost where I put it. I found a stamp. I can't find where I put it now.
You found a stamp? No way.
I found a stamp, and now I've lost the stamp that I found. It had snark and everything. It was awesome. I was like, why have I never remembered I had this stamp? Oh, here it is up here. It's a Dilution stamp. Look at this. Da-da-dum. Life is a zoo. Never feed the monkeys. If it doesn't make you feel fabulous, don't do it, don't buy it, don't keep it. Pretending I'm a pleasant person is exhausting.
Are you still talking?
Are you still talking?
I want that on my cubes at work.
I can hardly wait to regret this. Be you, the world will adjust. Dinner is poured. Laugh till you leak, it just makes it funnier. Who left the bag of idiots open? Don't give me attitude, I already have it. Life is hard, your art shouldn't be. I'm a rainbow sprinkle in a vanilla world. You may not have lost all your marbles, but there's definitely a hole in the bag. I mean, how did I forget I had this stamp?
It's like the ultimate in snark.
It's never been used.
Wait, no, that one has on the left.
No, oh, that one has. Yeah, that's you may have lost all your marbles. Yes, okay.
I remember you talking about this set at one point.
Oh, I just forgot I had it.
So, Dawn Marie, this is the oh, you'd have to put it back on me too. So, in order for her to see what I'm doing.
Oh, I don't have to.
No, you don't. In order for her to see it, though, yeah. So I loved that page too. So I put it in the center of my signature.
Aww.
It kind of reminds me.
Hi, lovely to see you. Oh, it was so cold this morning. I didn't even want to get out of bed.
A holy bag? I'm afraid to ask.
What? See,
I'm not sure I want to know. All right, here comes the moment of truth. Ready, set.
Oh, she's doing a Louise Hines little smashing it. Is that what Louise used to do with her journals? I'm putting it on you now.
Why? So everybody can see me beat up my signature?
Yep.
I'm melting, says Cheryl. Are you smashing flowers? No, I'm just I'm beating up this signature.
This is how she takes out her frustrations.
It's probably really loud in the microphone. I'm spanking it.
Spanking it. All right.
I just have to be careful and not miss and get my finger in the fingers and that, because that sucks.
Take that, you buggers. Hi, Cheryl.
Pam says, why? Does it have a name? Beat the crap out of it. It's the only name I know.
It's called distressing.
This is in distress,
Extreme
all right.
distressing.
Again, don't miss and hit your fingers, because that's not as much fun.
I think Louise dampens hers first.
Oh yeah, probably. But I don't want to dampen mine just yet because I'm going to coffee dye the backs of the photo papers. So I want the wrinkly bits to soak up more coffee dye. So I'm beating it first. Here is Jenn the Wacker's channel.
Jenn the Wacker.
You're like a Catholic school teacher with that ruler.
I'm pretty sure that has been done, driving over it with a car. Probably not on purpose, but
Trying
hey.
to kill paper, that would do it. I'm pretty sure whacking is not allowed on YouTube.
You spelled wanking wrong.
Oh my god!
Oh, whacking. Whacking is what I meant to say. You spelled whacking wrong. Oh my goodness. I'm never going to get monetized.
Oh my god. Beat it. Just beat it. Beat it. Can't sing anymore. It might ruin your channel. Walking is actually a type of dance. Yes. I don't think any of us are old enough to be here for this. Thanks, Flo.
Oh dear. Auto incorrect is what always gets me.
Whacking. Oh, I get it now. And I might hate this signature after I'm done and put it in something else. So this is just a test. This is only a test of your emergency wacko system. Brenda, I'm not reading that out loud. I thought, Flo, you were calling her Jutta Bean. Like B-E-A-N. Where'd you go?
I'm coming back. I'll have to return this message. It's for a job. Hang on a sec.
Okay. You just disappeared. You stopped talking and everything, and I was like, what happened?
I What now? Okay, I'm back.
Those darn jobs, they get in the way. All right, where's my... Here's one. You guys will really love this because everybody's going to be like, no, don't hurt yourself.
Very aggressive today, Jen.
I'm making lots of dust.
You're making a shirt with that on it. It's one of my favorite emojis. The emoji that I put in chat, you'll have to scroll back.
Anchor. W anchor. That's funny.
We have a what would you call it? A public safety thing in Australia where they do big billboards with sayings on it, and one of them was that don't drive safely, and it had that W anchor, and it's been my favorite ever since.
I think it's a more commonly used term over there. People use it here. It's just it's not as prevalent.
Alrighty, let's make some tags. Can I use these?
No, this is just the process. If I want it to be weathered and aged looking, it's a bit of a process. If it's too distracting and noisy, I can do something else. Do this off camera.
Oh, good.
Part of the going fast is to purposefully not be super careful. Because I want the accidental nature of it.
Sandy, there's a difference between stranger danger and strange person danger. I'm just saying.
Well, there's also a difference between chicken shit and chicken shit. My chicken likes to shit on me when she doesn't want to do what I want her to do. So sometimes I end up changing my clothes 3 or 4 times in an afternoon. It's disgusting. The second half of doing this is to take sandpaper to it, and it softens up really good.
I can't watch someone tell me when she's done. Oh, she's going to take a finger off very soon.
Who said that?
Oh,
Pam. Believe me, Pam, I'm not like out of control at any point here. It just
yeah, sure.
Like it.
That's what she calls us.
Okay, you know what I mean. I am always in control of how much tension I'm using on this. It's like when you're chopping vegetables and stuff. You don't stick your hands on here and chop the vegetables because you could lose a finger that way. You put your knuckle against the knife blade.
It's like watching Mary Atelier when she's making stamps or gutting a book. Oh my God, she terrifies me.
But her hands are
She's just
they shake, so it makes me worried for her.
Yes, it does make me worry too. It's like, no, I can't. I have to walk away. I can't watch. She was gutting a book one night, and I think we all freaked out. Like, that's it. I can't watch.
Cindy Rain Girl was the one who, I forget whose channel we were on. I think it was on Lindy's channel after the sale or something, and we had some giveaways, or one of Lindy's giveaways. And she passed the leather, I think it was the leather and chocolate paper, on to Mary. And somebody messaged me and said, Mary's talking about your paper. It was really funny.
Oh my goodness.
I had sent her multiple colors. She didn't realize I had sent her more than just the leather and chocolate. I sent her some samples of the other colors as well. Brenda.
I'm not reading. I'm not reading it. I'm not reading it
later.
I already read it.
You couldn't resist, could you?
Hi, Lindy. I'll just be over here clutching my pearls.
Shower W anchor. Tracy. Ew.
One machine can do the work of 50 ordinary men. No machine can do the work of one extraordinary man or woman.
You know, given the topic of conversation in chat, that's what I thought you were saying, and I was just not sure what to say to that.
I'm just doing my own thing over here.
One machine. Somebody's talking about shower W anchor and
yes. That's the full tag. That's a pocket. That's a tag.
okay. Just one more thing for me to vacuum before my son gets here. Somehow that fits a little bit better with the theme of the book.
Better.
Ty has gone into full denial, she says.
Yep, full denial here. I'm concentrating on actually doing something tonight. Well, for now. Okay. Little gap there.
I can't decide. Well, I suppose if I stuff these more, it'll probably be the right size. I just couldn't decide if I was going to do one signature or two. I think I'll just do the one. But before I tie it in, I want to dye the backs of these pages.
Alrighty.
Flo says she knows because you are trying to pretend that nothing is happening and none of us are here. It's a riot. Okay.
I'm trying not to laugh too much because I know I need to pee.
You could just take a minute and go. Step away. I have no idea why that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, tags. All right, I got the closure for that one done. I don't have a closure on this one. I don't know if I'm supposed to. I don't know if it needs it or not. Maybe from here to here. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe I could do like a little something that's like off center, and then I can twist it to go that way. That might work. Let's see. Let's pull out my little Brad's container.
Oh my goodness. Get on there. That's better.
Yeah, the glue stick, if you use enough of it, this one will hold fabric. This is that. This is the same as this earlier version, Scotch Create. This is the newer version, but it's the same glue. It's got the same gooiness and the same texture. But you have to use a significant layer. And it does take a good 24 hours to fully cure. I do not think that fits the theme. These are too big.
We're talking about housework now with washing machines and vacuum cleaners, and I sure hope so. All right.
Yeah, vacuum cleaner questions. I'm not really sure what to say to that.
I love this hand. I need more of this hand.
I wasn't looking and I was like, what does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Goodness. Okay.
Thanks a lot. Now I have Michael Jackson in my head.
How?
Because somebody said beat it.
Oh, How? Why? What? Did that happen?
Somebody keeps texting me. Who is that?
Not me. Probably
No,
Dawn.
It's my mom. She's sending me shorts. She probably forgot we were on.
Telling you to question your life's choices over the last few months and the friends you've made. What?
I forget who it was, but a while back I traded somebody some of my prints for a bunch of little Tim Holtz hardware. So I got some of these wonderful brads with the little jump ring on them. Those are kind of cool.
New caddy, which I thought was going to be really cool, but it's in the way of my brads and stuff. So it's not as cool as I thought it was.
Here we go. Here's a medium-sized black one. I like this one. If anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm just working on a closure for the insert that can come out. One that just holds the flap closed.
I need to read chat for a minute. Concentrating too hard. It's not right.
Sasibo, yeah, I love Sasibo. She does some really cool stuff. She's one of my favorite channels. Yes, she floated the polish in water and then put buttons and stuff in it. It was cool. I saw that one.
Okay. I think these are going to be.
Do I have them in here? Well, I don't need it right now.
Not going to work.
Not going to work, huh?
Not going to work. Now, I know I've got kind of this somewhere.
Here we go. Bet you that will work, but I need a teeny one for that. This is too big. Yes, definitely too big. Whoa. Hey, Barbie.
I know you've got something somewhere and you can't find it. That does my head in. Ah, craft latch.
Uh-oh. Okay, so if I do this one, this will work, but I'd like to put it over the top of another one.
Well, that was a pain in the butt. Now I've got cogs everywhere. Now, in here, tiny. This is what I want.
Well, that might not be enough length. That's probably too fat. Yeah, too much. What about this one? What about the square one? Oh, that's not it. How about this?
Bummer, not what I thought.
That just might do, except it's bent and I don't really want to deal with unbending it. How's that? Okay. So what I'm doing here, I don't know if anybody's paying attention, probably not because I'm concentrating, but I'm making a closure where I can move one of these gears.
Let me put you up on full screen.
So I'm just going to make a slight closure where I can move one of these gears out of the way and then in the way to hold this, the insert down against the page when it's not being used. So it'll just go through this page just enough so that you move that.
Hi, Ginger.
And that's it. Night flow.
Well, that's very cool.
So that's what I'm working on. That's why I'm toying with it so much. So this one can stick down and stay down. So wherever I choose to put it would work. But it has to be close.
I'm going to get into trouble, take pictures. No worries, Flo. Can do. I'm kind of glad that I got into most of my trouble before the internet and mobile phones and videos and all that fun stuff.
True to fiddly form, I'm trying to do something into a tiny hole. And then I'll just put something over the top of that, glue a little decorative something over the top of that so that it doesn't interfere. Okay, now put this back on, and then sweet. Okay, just enough. It's just enough. So just enough, this circle slides over, just enough to keep it on. And I think I'm going to glue the little wheel part. Oh, I might. Maybe I'll just glue the brad, but and if because of the wheel turns, I don't think I'll mind that. But I do need to glue the brad still so it doesn't wear a bigger hole in the thing. Thank you. Okay.
Looks fantastic. Cog. Big cog.
Somewhere over here, I have a paper trimmer. Here we go. Oh. Who says? So, yes. Thanks, Mo. What's a lot of hardware? Oh, my brads. I dumped them out of my. I keep them in this little brass container. I just dumped them out because I wanted to. I don't know. That's how I roll.
Rolls.
I'll make a giant mess and then I have to clean it up.
Sometimes you just got to dump it all out to find the little part that you're looking for.
Sometimes I think better that way.
Dude.
That's why I was chuckling, because I was like, that's not a phrase I've heard in a while.
That's what Best was calling her all morning on her live. Dude.
All right, let's set this one aside.
Oh, don't move. Okay.
I heard somewhere that that's like a worse swear where you are than
no, it's not worse.
Like
No,
to us, it sounds like a gentle one.
Bugger is just like bugger off. It's just like go away sort of thing. Bugger, oh bugger, that was a bad thing to do. It's only really those horrible things that call, because buggery is,
yeah,
is not cool, but that's not how we use it. Not how we use it. Pattern paper.
Well, I mean, I know what the slang term means anyway.
Today I saw Crafty by Tony take a patterned hammer to some big honking brads, smash them. Yes, I do that quite often. Metal. I've got textured hammers that I used for jewelry making, and
I have a hammer underneath this desk here. Specifically, I brought in for the purposes of doing some of this stuff.
If you use the F word as in F off, it's okay. Well, I say it all the time. But see, that in context, if you say F off, that means get away from me. If you say F off, that means really? Is that how it happened? So it just the textures of your voice make it good or bad. So. Hi, Cheryl. So yeah, it just depends on how you say it as to the context of what it means. So it can be different. All right, so here's a big tag. So there's a tag. That's ready to go. Now I need to cover that with something.
Good enough. It'd help if I did the right side. Oh. I'm all discombobulated.
Oh.
You see nothing. There we go.
Pretty much, Brenda, pretty much. It's like hallway sex. It's what you say in the hallway when you're walking past him and you're having an argument. Oh.
Well, I don't like that. There. A little distressed is fine. I don't want a whole other strip glued on there. That is why I like this trimmer, is that I can shave off a teeny bit.
I got an email from Spotlight where I bought that last trimmer from.
Yeah.
Will you please give us a review?
What? Are you sure you want me to do that?
You asked for it. Well, it wasn't their fault. It's not, this customer service was fine, but here's what you need to know about that trimmer.
Okay, I need this thingy. How far in do I want to go?
Okay, there's 2 tags.
Okay, about halfway through the pipe-ish, somewhere in there.
There's 3 tags in it.
Maybe a little bit more.
I think I need leather.
I bought these and I thought they'd be really cool, and I kind of like them, but except for the fact that the way they're sized is ridiculous. So like the giant ball is on the opposite end of the smallest point. So you have to remember that it's the complete opposites. And then the next size up point from the tiniest and the next size
up shaping tools, are they?
They're styluses basically, but this one is sized where you've got one size and then a slightly bigger size, and then this one is sized where you've got the 2 middle sizes, basically one down from the biggest and then one up from, so these are kind of like in the middle, but then you've got the opposite one. That's just it's counterintuitive, so it's really hard to figure out which one you need to grab if the wrong end is facing upward. I'm not a fan of crappy tools, if you can imagine. Tools that don't function right. It's not my favorite thing.
Tree tag.
And of course I have to be gentle because my glue is still damp. Be gentle, Jen, be gentle. Oh, I scored it on the wrong direction anyway, but that's okay. There we go. That'll work. That'll do, donkey, that'll do.
Put a colourful piece of washi tape around the most used end.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, it kind of depends on what I'm doing. So if I'm doing the scoring business, or technically it's called creasing, but if I'm doing that, then I use a particular one. But if I'm making marks in something, I use any one of the others. I just don't like tools that are counterintuitive to use. But that's just it's first world problem. I can be quiet now.
Can you?
Hey now.
All right, I need to put some of these in the book so that I can clean up some space here.
It's kind of funny. We did different things tonight. I did not make any tags.
Well, I've covered all my pages and I've done all my closures, so I needed to make...
I didn't do closures. That's kind of what I'm working on.
Needed to make a big tag for in there. And decorate this pocket. What to do with the pocket.
And yes, I am using a lot of glue on this piece because it is not only going to hold down this floppy thing,
On that side.
technical term, mind you, it is also going to hold down this brad for the closure on the other side.
Oh, it's getting warm in here.
We finally turned the corner where we live, and we've got not quite so hot days now. It's nice. So we're getting the 70s and mostly in the 70s during the daytime, a little bit in the 80s, but it's not nearly as humid as it was. That humidity is really tough.
Yeah, we're having a very humid day today, so.
I missed something. Somebody was. Pam says, what? That is scary and very scary. Okay, wait a minute. Brother-in-law was in Berlin. April, May, the group of people who you were meeting, Pam, were doing a recruitment drive legally. Oh my gosh. Yikes.
Oh, off with the jumper. I keep taking my jumper off here in the morning because it's like 11:30 here now. So I come in here early in the morning and it's cold. And then I get to about this stage. So I've just looked over in the corner and I've got 2 jackets hanging on the door handle and 2 jumpers on the top of the trolley. So I think I need to take my jumpers back to my bedroom.
Jumper's what we call a sweater, right?
Sweater, yeah.
Okay. Just checking because like the term I have learned called jumper was literally like a term of clothing, kind of like, like overalls or like a one piece that you'd stick on a young kid. And when some people say taking off their jumper, if they're from somewhere over there, then I have to know it's a sweater. But if they're taking off their jumper, I'm like, what, you're disrobing on camera?
Yes, jumper is a sweater.
Hi, Lizzie Jean. All right, so that's gonna
Lizzie Jean.
dry, and so I've got out of the securing of that brad that's right behind here, I've got this little reading flap on the back side of this paper. So now this is going to turn, but I don't want to turn it while it's wet, but it means that I can turn both of these cog wheels. Not that you can see it because it's so far away, but it means I can turn both of them. And
do you want me to put you on full screen? Hang on a minute.
Only if people really want to see it. I've already shown it to them once. So now those will move independently of the brad, but I want to wait for that glue to dry behind that before. So this will go all the way up.
How does it stop the page?
Let me put it in. Oh, one-handed operation is not functioning. One moment, please. While I deal with my
momento.
Por favor. I can't do it one-handed. Okay, so when this is on...
No, I don't wear the bum floss type ones of knickers. They're the ones that go up your crack on giving yourself a wedgie on purpose. I don't wear those ones.
Okay, so the brad is too it's too wet in the glue right now, so it wants to move with these. But once it's dry, these will move independently of the brad. So this will slide up and stay over this flap so that it stays closed. And so it's just shy of, it's nice and flat and slim. So,
okay, I get it now. Yep.
Yep.
I get it now. It's because you had it sideways. I couldn't work out how it was going to hold the one underneath it, but it looked like, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I could see why it would be confusing at first. Okay, so then this goes over here, and then I want to look at this, and I want to make sure this is stuck down. Okay, let's not leave glue on the page, though.
No, she did that on purpose, Lizzie Jean. She tipped it all out, and
yeah. I'm a chaos creator. I was looking for specific color of brads. So, well, paper fasteners, really. These aren't brads. I don't think, I don't remember what they're really called. Yeah, I think they're just called paper fasteners. And so I just dumped my container out. It's easier that way. And then I can just take them and put them back in.
all right, where have I put our kit? Where is it?
You lost it already. I will probably dump these out again sometime in the near future, but I'm going to put them away for now. Some of these are kind of cool. These are like 50 years old. I found them in an original box of paper fasteners. So this is the 50-year-old version, and this is the newer version. They're flatter and made with less metal, and they're less sturdy. Really interesting.
Nice.
Oh, I'm on my lap.
Play with her. I was going to say, how do you lose a whole trimmer? That's buried.
Well, it all happened when
When I went looking for our kit and pulled out all the pages in the box, yes. And buried it.
Yeah, I think they're technically called paper fasteners, but I think over time, somehow or other, they started getting called brads.
Who knows?
I know they're not technically brads, but sometimes I call them that.
The brads on my label.
What's that?
They're brads on my labels. On my
Oh, yes.
Well,
well, at least you know what you're talking about. I'd have to Google what a brad looks like because I can't remember. Okay. Now I have a little more.
It comes up in my search when I'm looking for stuff online, so
yeah, they do because they use that same terminology. Okay. I don't know if I want to make really giant. I mean, I suppose the tag that goes in this one could be really big. Oh.
This page I'm going to leave blank because I just want it for writing. This pulley out one, I'm not going to do anything to it at all. Nothing. Zero, zip, nada. This one, I don't know. What are we going to do? We need a pocket.
Tracy.
What did she say?
She said it was because of a really short dude named Brad doing the splits, and his mate said, "Wow, Brad looks like a paper fastener there on the floor."
Oh dear. Poor Brad.
Maybe I put a booklet in that. Does that work? Would that be cool looking? If I put a booklet in this front page? That would be kind of cool. Okay.
There, that looks cool on the front of the signature. So that's where that's going.
I need to change this one. I didn't get glue on there enough. I wonder if I poke holes in it and stick tough glue in there, it'll be okay. The only thing I don't like about gluing down this dyed paper is that if some of it dries before you stick it down, the paper stretches when it gets wet and then it shrinks when it dries, and so you end up with interesting situations. Okay. Oh, bye, Lizzie Jean.
No, that's correct, T. A grommet has a backing ring and usually used for leather work or, canvas work.
Yeah, fabric and stuff.
An eyelet does not. But you can use both. Right, that's my cover of my journal. Signature. Now, I need a pocket. That's what I came here to do, was make a pocket. Let's make a pocket out of... No, let's not make a pocket out of it.
I knew somebody was going to say that. It went through my head too, Tracy.
I need a pocket. I need to make a pocket. What am I going to make a pocket out of?
I don't know.
Tell me.
What are you going to make a pocket out of?
Need to make a... I might make some stacked pockets here. That would be cool. But I don't want to make him out of... Where's those envelopes? Maybe I can just stick this in here on a hinge and I wouldn't have to cut it or cover up everything. Maybe.
Maybe.
Think about that. I know what I can do. I know.
You do.
I do. I'm going to make some little tags out of this rusty paper. There we go. 2 cuts of photo paper and my blade is blunt already. Okay, it needs to be how wide? Right, and we'll just do a folded flap.
Did I do that? Nothing like little paper dots on a Wednesday evening.
Make them.
Oh my gosh, Tracy's on a roll tonight. What are we doing? Counting neck tattoos or something? You make a comment and then clutch your pearls. It's all for effect.
Sorry, but pearls are to be left at the door. You're not allowed to bring pearls in here.
No pearls. Are we swine then? Is that it?
You patted down for pearls on your way in. Mo, you haven't been doing your job. Security.
What about these pearls? Oh, those nuts. I want them. I don't even know where I put them. They're in here somewhere. Oh, this chair is not comfortable.
Where's my thing? Where is it? What you doing with it? My thing.
You mean this thing? It's over here.
Okay. Yeah.
I cut my pearls up and made dangles for my journal, Sharon says.
Well, you were warned that you were meant to pat people down as they came in. No pearls allowed. And someone just clutched their pearls and sorry, that's a demerit point.
So that'll get some coffee dye on the back side and ink up the edges, the distressed edges, and it'll be a little notebook with some handmade paper inside. No, I did not make it. That's on my list of things to do, but I haven't done it yet. And then it'll go in the front pocket here.
Oh, Brenda.
Yeah, I saw that one and I was kind of afraid.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Yes, definitely. I don't really know what to do with my belly band yet, so I'm going to leave it alone. I may take it out because I'm not in love with it.
Hello, Miss Molly. What do you want? You can hear Daddy outside and you want to go out. So you're just going to have to wait.
Good golly, Miss Molly.
Good grief, Miss Molly. Molly likes to have her people all together. Like she does not like us. So she'll be in and out, in and out, in and out if I let her out now.
Karen says, Jen, I will be beating up my signatures for age from now on. There are so many different ways to make texture. But that's just one of them. I like the way it gets like the wear marks and the wrinkles in it. And it softens the paper a little bit, makes them a little easier to move. Brenda, that's disgusting. I just have to say that. And that's a few comments ago. But your way will work, Karen says. So the side benefit is, releasing a little bit of pent up whatever. Excuse me. So this needs, I wonder if I can get away with putting something on here. Will it still work? Or would it be in the way? No, it would work. I might put a piece of metal on there. Those angry.
Yes. I was just getting the pre-warn that hammering and welding is about to start outside my door. So as soon as he has his lunch, it's going to get noisy in here, so we may have to finish up.
That's okay. I'm reaching the end of my my ingenuity for the night.
The paper bashing.
My paper bashing, yeah. It's just it's unfortunate that Wednesday nights are so not on that. You know, like I have to get up early again the next day. I didn't used to have to do it, but I do now. So.
Well, that's excuse.
Again, first world problems. I want to use this for a closure. I think I'm going to use this when the book is all done as part of the closure or the face of the leading edge of the book. So here somehow have it be incorporated into a clip of some kind. Have it be in there. I think that would be fun.
Oh my goodness. Not touching that one. Step too far. Step too far.
Yes, pearls on your teeth feel different, but fiddly bits distressing. That's a good one. Well, I managed to get a few things accomplished today. I beat the hell out of the signature, and I should probably pack this around for the next week and see how much more distressed I can make it. And then I got this closure done. So I got that closure, and I got this closure on there. Still wanting to turn the brad, so I think I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna mess with it until it's freaking all the way sealed, dried.
So I'm going to make I'm just going to show you what I'm going to make, and I'll finish it off.
I love that.
Finish it. So I'm going to put them offset like so, with their little cog lifty up a bit. So I've made a flap to hinge that. I will figure out how to, I might even put a magnet under there to magnetize it, so I don't have to put a closure in there. So that's going to have those
up down one.
That's the up down one with that I put the door on. So
nice.
So that will be that one in there, and I'll probably just put a little pocket on each of the insides. I may even just leave it because there's not a lot of room in there. We didn't put a little gusset in those ones, so that's all right. That's a little bit of progress. I'm just going to leave that there. So I will show you what I've done. The people that I sell them to, I always put enough, even though I embellish my journals, these big journals, quite a bit. All the tags have blank backs. There's always blank pages. The signatures I always leave with no decoration at all. And usually in the front pocket of any said journal, I will put a whole heap of leftover decorations in, so that if they want to decorate their journal pages, like usually flat pieces, like the cut off pieces and that they might put on the edge of a page or something like that, I pop those into, usually pop it in the front pocket in a bag. And that's how I do it. So today we made I decorated this a little bit, and we made the big journal card here. I just put some paper and like an envelope. It's got a card in it. In these belly bands. It's very hard to see because I can't get it all in. So there's a belly band here. I just put some folded up paper in that belly band, and then there's a tag in that belly band up there. So that's that one. As I said, I'm leaving this completely blank so that there's lots of writing space on all of these pages, on the backs, middles, whatever. I'm leaving those blank so you can stick a photograph or write on those pages. This one is where I'm going to do the tags with all the bits. And I will, I won't be embellishing anything in there. Maybe put a pocket, maybe not. Any of these blank pages, you can just stick a photograph in. So that's that one. I put a little pocket with a journaling card we made a few weeks ago on the front of the signature. That is all I'm going to do in the signature. I want to leave that for whoever buys the journal. I haven't done anything to these pages yet. Still got to make some tags for in that one. And I just covered all of the inside of this with rusty paper, the whole lot of it. So this goes up and out, and so does the bottom one. So I'm not going to do anything with that. That is purely for writing and photographs. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to decorate this and make another big tag for in there. And I'll do all of that through the week sometime. And then next week, I think we're just going to do the covers.
That sounds like a plan.
I think that's what we'll do. We'll make next week our last week of the of this collaboration.
Yep. And this journal is going to go in my Etsy shop when it's done.
Did I sell the boho journal? No, I did not. I haven't even put it up on my Ko-Fi yet because I haven't filmed an actual flip through. I did a flip through at the start of one of my videos, and I haven't done a standalone flip through yet, so that should hopefully get that done this week, I think. So yeah, it's a lot of people do use them. A lot of people will just leave them on the coffee table and touch them and stuff. So it's purely a personal thing. But I make sure I've got enough room for journaling without taking away from the artsy stuff or the pretty stuff I've put in it. So there's still plenty of places to write or stick photos.
I don't know who's next with Di, but I know that Di and I are talking about another collab maybe in the fall.
Yes, we will be doing another one in the future. But next week we'll do the covers, and then after that I'm just going to do a few because this is called Make It With Me, this series. I'm just going to do a few painting things. So let's do some small canvases. So I've been having a play around with a canvas that we can do in one sitting sort of thing. So just using some paper techniques, some painting techniques, brush techniques, how to use a few of the different brushes, but you're doing it in a simple, easy way to get a good finished canvas to play with by the end of the thing. So that's what I'm going to do over the next few weeks. Just some painting. It could change. I might get an inspiration through the week and go, oh, I'm going to do that. So you never know with me, but that's my plan.
Right.
Okay, let's put you on, Jen.
So what I'll probably do before we do next week, I don't know why my camera is all wonky. Anyway, it's too close. But whatever, I'll fix it next time.
Am I? I didn't know that. I haven't looked. I'll have to go and have a look. Thanks, Patty.
Very
almost.
Cool.
When I get to 2, there will be a giveaway.
So I'm probably going to paint this black before I lay fabric on it because I don't want the craft paper to show through at all. And it'll also give it a little bit more stiffness. And I haven't even coated the side yet. Yes, I will. So I have a couple pages. Like I may not use this one, but like I have a couple pages I might put on the inside for that. And in here I'm going to turn this into a little notebook.
Just hold on one sec. So I will speak more about the painting and stuff, and I might put up a post next week about what I'm going to do in that painting session, and we will do, as I said, a small canvas, and I will put up a post on my channel of anything that you will need for that. So, all righty.
That's so cool, Mo. Almost 2,000 die. That's awesome.
I know, that's crazy. Last time I looked, I still had 200 to go, so 60 to go. Woo!
So I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with this belly band. I'm not wild about it. I don't mind that it has a lot of contrast to the background, which is the door, but I'm just gonna leave it as is for now. And there's the closure, the little tag. This
I'm going to look really good as a dead tree.
Right?
That belly band in front of that, like a dead vine, gnarly vine or something.
Yeah, it really would. It definitely would. I'm going to do the same as dye, and I'm going to leave my dyed paper inserts as they are, because this just seems to be nice and functional. I did add some offcuts on this one because the size wasn't right, and I really liked this in contrast with what else is here, so that's why I put that there. Today I finished the closure for this piece, which is an old rusty nail.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Copper wire, and this is 2 strands of copper wire twisted together to give it some strength, and this is just one of those little gear pieces, and all I did was take the tail end, and I literally wrapped it around the edge. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so I literally wrapped that, and then I just glued it down so that it wouldn't go anywhere, so we wouldn't lose this, and then this just makes the closure.
I had a whole box of rusty horseshoe nails, and do you think I can find them?
And this receiving is just a piece of cardstock with a piece of the image stuff over it, and it's just been bent to match the nail, and it's slightly angled the way the nail is, so the nail isn't going to slide all the way through. This is a pocket and needs probably a small tag. I'm going to leave that blank probably, and then maybe put a pocket or something in here. I may do what Di is doing with some flaps of some kind, but I haven't decided yet for the inside of that. And then there's that, and then the signature. Y'all saw me, y'all. That's like y'all. Lindy and stuff are rubbing off on me, I think. And Vanessa, but everybody saw me beat the crap out of this. So what I'm going to do with this to make it slightly different than it is I'm going.
Where is Vanessa? Vanessa's meant to be going live tomorrow, and I can't get hold of her.
Well, I just talked to her today. I'll message her when we're done. I'm going to coffee dye this because the stark white. bothers, it doesn't really go with the rest of the thing. So I'm just gonna, I might not coffee dye, I might get some RIT dye out, and it'll be kind of splotchy just to kind of match what's going on. I did add a little bit of textured looking fabric in here because I like that better than, so if the signature's in here like this, I like that better than just the black. I had always been planning on doing that. I just hadn't decided on the fabric until tonight.
Yep.
We did this closure, which will hold this in. I don't want to mess with it too much until it's dry. I haven't done a closure yet for this side. I may pull out some teeny magnets and do it that way, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure I really want to break up this image. So we'll see. Not a lot of writing space in that. I mean, really, but it is kind of fun to look at, so should be okay.
What about, I was thinking about it the other day, what about a pipe? A cutout picture of one of the pipes, like cut out that, I'm pointing at it. Can you send me pointing at that picture?
Right?
Right. What about cutting out one of the pipes and mounting it on some chipboard or cardboard and making it a flap from the top with a magnet to the bottom, like over the whole thing?
That'd be kind of cool.
But make it look like a pipe. That would be cool.
That would be very cool as well. So there are options on that one. This I'm going to probably leave fairly plain. I mean, the car is really cool right there. But I like that there's lots of writing space in here. And then in this flap, I did add some more pipes, so more writing space. But this is also what's securing the backside of that paper fastener. And there's a pocket here I haven't made a tag for yet. In here, and on the backside is the page that I worked out, so Di didn't have to do any math, no mathing involved. And I showed everybody last week how to make this circular closure. And go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead.
I was just going to say I just took offcuts here and lined part of this. So I didn't do 100% in the dyed paper, but I did do some. So, and this is part of that giant circular thing in the staircase. I just put it sideways because it really doesn't seem to matter that it's not sideways. So flip that in and flip that in. Same here. And then inside here, I will put the oh, she's here. Yay. When Di sends me the vertical version of that car, I'm going to put that inside here.
Someone forgot.
So inside is just more of the dyed paper for writing space. And I don't need a closure on that because this is the closure for the whole thing. And then I'll probably do a pocket in here.
Well, I think she was meaning as opposed to Di that doesn't care about getting things square.
So that's it. And so I'll have my cover ready to cover next time around. Oh, thanks, Mo. That's really sweet. I forgot the beating. I retract my admiration.
So this is what Dawn Marie is doing in the background, being extra.
She being extra.
Can you see that? Hang on.
Make it brighter, maybe.
Hang on.
Karen.
I need to go here.
Oh, those are cool. I like those.
She's been making tags.
So this one has probably a lot longer to go than what Di is doing because I tend to be pretty extra, especially on the cover. Oh, and the cover. So this piece of metal.
Oh, hang on. Go back. Wait.
We found in the front yard, and I'm probably going to put that on the cover. But then on top of that,
put you back on stage, Dawn Marie, so don't make noise. Like, don't do anything bodily functional or anything.
So this will be, if I can get this chain off of it, this will be, the cover, and I'm probably going to beat the crap out of this too, because so it's not an actual spring anymore. But so like there's this piece of rusted pipe that I found in the backyard. I find all kinds of weird stuff in my yard.
So in other words, your journal has been therapy for you.
Maybe some days, definitely. But there's different pieces, and some of it won't be metal. Some of it will be. I don't have it with me. I had some straws, bending straws, and if I color them black with black paint and then rub the furniture wax on it, it'll make some really neat looking pipes that I can put on the front as well. Oh, and it fuses and light bulbs. So there's going to be a lot of different goodies on the front when it's done.
Awesome. Very awesome. All right. Dawn Marie can show us your tags. Show us your tags, Dawn Marie.
Have you been embossing, my dear?
These I embossed a long time ago. They're on this tin tape. And then what I've been doing is just taking the new Sharpie markers.
Oh, yeah.
And putting them in, and then I spray it with alcohol to take it off if any of it got, but it also sort of makes it mottled like this. See how it's all
that's cool
mottled. And I like this one. I had done the whole background in black and then did the spray on top of the alcohol spray on top of it and just patted it, and it sort of came out with this. Woo! I've got my fan on, by the way. That's why they're flipping all over the place. So it sort of has like a background, like it's been made old. And then this one, you can't see that it's on tin at all, but I sort of really like that one.
That one's very cool too.
Yeah. And then I had some that I had already put on some fabric.
Yep.
I don't particularly like the car as much as I like the other two. The car is too detailed, I think, for the see, on camera it looks okay, but if I'm looking at it, it doesn't, there's too much detail to it.
You could do an alcoholic orange background behind that car.
Yeah. So, and like I said, these were just these stupid new Sharpie markers that I'm just coloring them in and then spraying alcohol on top of them. And this one was white, and I'd put blue underneath. So it really sort of makes it different.
Yep. Very cool.
That's what I was doing. They'll go someplace.
I like it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Very good. All right. So, covers next week. Woo-woo. I'm excited.
That's going to be the best part.
Absolutely. You figure out a closure for it too.
And then after next week, my son's going to visit that weekend, so that'll be fun.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, he's
this
going to
Saturday
be here.
We're going to a concert, outdoor concert with all cover bands from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. So that's going to be a fun weekend.
That'll be fun.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So that would be good. Awesome. So I'm still trying to get hold of Vanessa. If you get it, can you get her to message me? Because she's meant to be live with me tomorrow, and I haven't been able to get hold of her, even though I've left messages in her messenger and the link to the live. She may or may not join us, so we shall see.
She'll come in halfway through. Oh, was I supposed to be on?
Anyway. All right, so maybe or maybe not, it'll be Vanessa tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central doing something I have no clue of. So if you see the promo, it'll say a big question mark about what we're doing. Anyway. So next week, Wednesday, is the cover for this fabulous journal. And who is live? Who is live? Who is live? It's Juju. Mama Juju is live next Thursday. Not this Thursday.
That'll be fun.
That will be cool.
Because, you know, she keeps telling me she's not allowed on with me for some reason. So she's booked in.
She has to get on with you now.
She has to now.
Right.
All right.
I sent her a message for you. I sent her a message and said, Di's been trying to get a hold of you.
She probably just hasn't read the chat. That's all. All right. Thanks very much for joining me. Thanks, everyone, for the fun in the chat, even though some of it.
Sharing your journal DM.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, thank you.
I'll probably do an official flip through soon and put it up someplace for sale. I don't know where yet, but
somehow or other.
Somehow or other, things are going to start going on sale from my house to yours.
That's one way to do it.
Yep, I've got to.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, I'm going to go because these guys are going to start hammering and welding on the hot rod right outside my door.
That's no fun.
So that will be absolutely no fun. I am going to go and make some lunch, and I'll see you over at Juju's if everybody's going over there for lunch, dinner, whatever. All right. Thanks very much. Don't forget your thumbs up. Thanks, Mo. Bye.